I was in Oman in the Middle East last week, sketching all sorts of things, and I thought I'd show you how to draw an Omani man. Let's not talk about it. Let's do it. I had the good fortune to visit Oman last week, visiting schools, and this is a guy that I drew in the Royal Opera House on his walkie-talkie, and then on the way home I had a layover at Bahrain Airport, so I sat there sketching people of all races and nationalities and national dress. It was amazing, the number of people coming through. So this is obviously Arab headdress, and this is a big Indian guy, and another Arab headdress. Here there were two Arab ladies in their burqas, or I think they're burqas, aren't they, who were kind of staring at each other through the slits in their eyes, and Indian lady walking with her suitcase on her head, which is unusual. You don't see that in the West. And little girl zooming around on the trolley there. And this is a kind of Omani guy in traditional dress there. Not sure about these two guys. I think this is kind of a khadi, I think it is. It's kind of a cloth that you can kind of wrap yourself up in. This one was going on with his iPad. It was all seems slightly incongruous to me. But anyway, can you tell me if anybody knows? This is kind of like what Gandhi would have worn, which I think is a khadi, and these were kind of older people, so maybe they're of that generation. But I'm going to draw you a kind of a traditional Omani guy. There, let me zoom in a bit. Okay, I'm going to have his kind of face there, and headdress, and actually I'm going to erase that because I want to have him have his head tilted slightly, so I'm going to have his head about there, headdress, eyes, nose, because I'm having him on the phone. Okay, he's on his mobile phone, and I'm going to have him kind of gesticulating, and he's wearing his dish dash, which is kind of like a long flowing gown. Hang on, let's do this part first. That's going to be something like that. And he'll have his thumb pointing there. Okay, I'm happy with that. So I'm going to draw in his face, quite a square face I'm going to do here. His ear, and quite serious eyebrows. And nose, and a lot of Omani men have very serious beards and moustaches. Some of them are sort of shaved and cut into quite intricate patterns. Very, very well groomed. And there we go. And they sometimes wear just a kind of a cap, kind of embroidered cap, or they wear a turban, but in fact the embroidered cap is underneath the turban, so you can kind of lift it all off in one go, and it's kind of like that shape there. And I'm going to want to have fingers coming around like that on the phone, and we're going to see the sleeve of his dish dash there. And there's an interesting little bit on the dish dash here, because there's a little kind of tassel thing that comes off there, which I believe is kind of dipped in perfume or something to, sort of so you can sniff it if there's nasty smells around the place or something like that. As I understand it, I don't know. I'm not an expert. And so I'm going to do that. Oh, there's my phone beeping again. It drives. I know some people it drives it mad. If you can hear that beeping noise in the background, there's my phone. Kind of lost a signal. And it needs to go that way, so I need to put that there, like that. So he's kind of gesticulating on the phone there. And then I'll just zoom out a bit. And then I want to have his dish dash coming down here, like that. and you'll maybe see a little bit of his toes there. That's all you're going to see of his sandals and toes just sticking through. And then I'm going to put the hills and the mountains in the background, because that's something that I really was aware of. When it's dry, erase those pencil lines. Well, I'm going to paint this very quickly. I know many of you kind of enjoy my watercolour pictures most, and I think I'm going to start kind of changing on this channel now. I'm going to start doing more simple drawing on my Draw Stuff Real Easy channel, and I think I'll probably do a bit more watercolour-y, kind of looser kind of stuff on here. We'll just see how it goes, and I think this will be more documentary style. Like, this is kind of documentary. This is kind of showing you, what I've been up to and how to draw the things that I've been doing. And so I'm going to put a little bit of shadow in there. Oh, and maybe a bit more shadow in there. And I'm going to give him a kind of a gentle purpley kind of. Ooh, I'm taking some colour off my water brush here, and I'm just going to wash that in kind of there. I want it to be slightly purpley. The Omanis are very chic, I would say. they're that's the one thing I noticed about them. They're all the men are very well dressed. I mean, I'm not used to seeing men wearing dish dashes, which is this outfit he's wearing. I'm not used to seeing men wearing these, but when you kind of get no water in that brush. That's the problem. There we go. Change brush. What was I saying? Oh yes. Now I don't see people wearing dish dashes every day, so it's kind of different when I do, and then when I kind of you get your eye in, as it were, and I began to realise that the Omani men are really quite fashion conscious, and obviously it's a fashion I don't understand. But after a little while, I realised they really do take care of their personal appearance, and their turbans are kind of made and tied up from a scarf kind of thing, and all in beautiful colours. They're all in kind of paisley patterns, but all very, I don't know, what would I say, what's the word I'm thinking of? I'm looking, there should be kind of a purpley colour in here somewhere. Kind of not reserved, chic, I think is the word. I think they don't go over the top. I mean, they like a bit of bling in their buildings and, a bit of shininess, but they don't go over the top. So they're kind of quite stylish, I think. And I think it takes a little while to get your eye in to be able to sort of notice that, one dish dash is not the same as another one, and that, everybody has their own little bits of style and individuality. So, yeah. Does that make any sense? So I'm trying to put quite harsh shadows in. And that's very harsh, isn't it? This is all from memory. It's quite harsh there, shadow like that. I'll zoom out a bit, and then I'm going to kind of put this in sort of sandy coloured ground. And again, I put a bit of, it's very bright light, very intense lighting there. So, and then we're going to want Just mixing up any old colour. The mountains, I noticed, hang on, they need to be a bit more kind of sandy, actually. The mountains just kept changing colour all day long, depending on, you know, if it was misty or sand in the air or something. And the amount of moisture in there, it wasn't misty, it was moisture. One day was very, very moist. What do we call that? We don't call it moist, do we? I can't think what the word is. We call it humidity, that's it. And to the point where you can kind of see the humidity because the mountains sort of disappear into the background. And I suppose there should be. I suppose I should be trying to get in there the ever-present blue sky. So I'm just going to kind of wish-wash that in. Wish-wash in the colour in a dish-dash style. I like that. And there we go. That's my Omani Man on the phone. Well, I hope you enjoyed that, and if you did, why not go and learn how to draw a palm tree or have a go at the mystery drawing. Either way, make sure you are subscribed to the Shoo Rayner drawing channel for new drawing videos every Monday and Friday, and why not go and check out my new book, Everyone Can Draw. And in the meantime, keep drawing, practice, and I'll see you next time. You take care now. Bye bye.